we should never, as humans, neglect or underestimate the importance of knowledge and understanding and trying to gain it. There is nothing worse than living in unawareness, not knowing, and after all, the truth shall set you free and will give you your own meaning. It will give you your own place in this life and in this universe. You are no longer just randomly being in this world, doing things and just being. For me at least, there is nothing more scary than being nothing, than just living without knowledge, understanding, unconsciously. Just following without your own words, without your own control of everything, anything. Just floating around. And after all, we don't have anything else than for ourselves, our own soul and mind, understanding. And so that should be always your priority. You should always prioritize the gaining, understanding, knowledge, to try to understand as much as possible. Because when you know truly things, you can take responsibility on your own for everything and doing meaningful decisions, taking control of everything, not anymore following but leading, standing on your own. And when you have knowledge and understanding, you gain purpose in everything. You are just not anymore living randomly. You know why you are here, what you want, what is the right way. And you can truly start to embracing and being who you truly are. When you have that understanding of everything. You can only truly know yourself until you gain enough information, knowledge about everything else. When you understand your surroundings, your environment, your past, you can understand better who you are, what you are and why you are here. But if you are just neglecting these things and following others, then you truly don't have meaning. And if you don't have control, any responsibility, well, things naturally then take the wrong direction. You are just living in a moment and following your immediate pleasures, desires, without any more thinking, not thinking about the long-term consequences, the bigger picture. You are completely lost, and more time you spend in that unawareness, the more worse the things will go, the more further you will go from everything meaningful. For at least I myself want to be meaningful, that I have certain purpose, that I can on my own give my own contribution to this world, to others, and truly live on my own, that I truly have my own value, own place. But that can't be happening if I'm just keeping my head in the bucket, keeping my eyes closed, not doing what is necessary. It is no coincidence that in Bible there is that well-known verse that the truth shall set you free. And that is one of the best verses in whole Bible, in my opinion. Everything starts from for you knowing. Of course, knowledge and understanding can hurt too. But it is necessary sacrifice in order to you to gain freedom, gain purpose and direction. And when you have these things, everything will come possible to you. You are no longer accusing and blaming everything around you. You can again start to take responsibility of your life and direction, and starting to work consciously towards everything that you want. And then you don't have to anymore blame anything else than you if you don't have certain things in your life. There is so much to discover in this world, in this universe, all around it. You just haven't give that possibility for yourself. But I can for myself say that there is so much to discover, so much wonderful things. And when you understand these things, you're not longer anymore living just floating. You can start more appreciating everything that is. You are not living anymore in fear. And the worst thing in unawareness is that you are just a puppet used by everybody around you. You can be influenced so easy by others, commanded by, to get advantage of you. And after all, in this world there is so much false information and people that are selfish and want to use others to their own benefit. And you never want to find yourself in that place, in that position, when you are just somebody else's slave, follower. And then there is no wonder why everything feels so meaningless, that you are so lost and nothing feels quite right. You can be just coded however somebody else wants. Somebody else can tell you whatever he wants, and you will take it so easily as truth. And when you follow that truth, so-called truth, that is not truth, you will do wrong decisions that will lead you to new wrong decisions, wrong places. And in this world, there is always consequences in your actions. So you can see in this way how this your taken route will take yourself into deeper waters, making itself worse and worse until there is nothing left. So I really hope that you could really understand how crucial the education, knowledge and understanding is. Wisdom. It is no coincidence that also society prioritizes education. Of course, it has its own interests also, but the main point is that knowledge is everything. I want to, for myself, always know more. Then I am not anymore dependent on others. I can truly live my own life and appreciate everything that I have, that I am. I can take so much credit more on my own decisions, on my own life, because I truly know that I'm living in the reality not in any kind of false world. That I have formed my own world, my own understanding of everything, and based on that make my own decisions. I am not anymore anybody else than myself. And when I know things, I can start embracing all that I am. I can give so much more of myself to give my own real contribution to everything that was meant. That is why my Creator created me. Everybody of us have our own place and purpose, our own strengths and unique skills to give. That should be also your priority, to know these things, and then when you know, you can start to use them more better way. And then we are together building something more beautiful, lasting, complete. So instead of only doing the same things that everybody else is doing and following those mass media sources that everybody is using, where there can be certain kind of own society's own interests, you should start to use your own brain, wisdom, to find your own knowledge sources, information sources, to using your own understanding, trying to gain information from various sources, different kinds of, and try to yourself to build this puzzle, this whole big puzzle that this life and universe, everything is. Instead of just following one kind of voice source. But ultimately there is so much positives to gain from knowledge and understanding, and that should be your main priority, where you should start everything. So instead of only living in this current moment and just focusing on your happiness and enjoying this life, you should prioritize more gaining information, doing things that benefit you in this area, talking with people, different kinds of people, experiencing certain kind of things that give you more understanding and knowledge. To live this world more meaningful way, more consciously. Taking responsibility of your everyday life, everything that you do are. But if you don't do these things, you are forever keeping yourself captive and blocking yourself from everything meaningful. So much beauty that there is that you can't see. Keeping yourself in that prison. I want to thank you again being with me. And I have this personal coaching that I have started, and the link will be into the description if you're interested about that. But I truly thank you again for listening, and hopefully you learned something, and I hope you all the best always. Take care and goodbye.